the Romania in the tourist field during the European presidency, and those two will be sharing economy and digitalization in tourism. Those two are very important for Romania. What I want you to know about what Ministry of Tourism does, of course you will have a meeting in the Danube Delta with our minister also. He is already, he's not here at the moment, but he will be in Danube Delta and you will have a press conference with him. I'm sure you know about that, or if you didn't, now you know. So he will tell you more about what are we going to do and more about our priorities. I will just make a brief introduction, and I will tell you that now we are working on a tourist law. In Romania we established a new Ministry of Tourism after 15 years. We didn't have a Ministry of Tourism until last January, and the new government decided to give the importance that it should be given to the tourism, and so we established a new Ministry of Tourism. We are very happy with that. All the government prioritize tourism in Romania. That's why we also want in our presidency to work in order to maybe do a special line, a budget line for tourism in the next financial framework. We are really working on that, and also together with some other countries. We are in trio with Croatia and Finland with our presidency. So it is also initiative from Croatia in this way, but we are together with them, and they have our full support, and of course we really want that to happen also. More about what Romania does is also along with the tourism law, we have a master plan for investments in tourism. We did that last year with a lot of big projects for us. We try to cover also the whole country with the projects that we have in mind. The first one, which is the biggest, and that is related with building new ski slopes, because it is the request is very high, so we try to cover it. So that's why we think to build another 150 kilometers of ski slopes in the Bucharest mountain. We are working on that. This is one of our big priorities. And along with that, also some other projects, but those are not, we didn't start them yet. We just work on it. So if you have any specific question that you want me to ask, and I try to respond as much as I can. Please.
It would be very good to have some statistics about how many visitors you have, what are the trends, what are the most important places in terms of tourism.
Of course, we can provide you all that in writing.
Yes.
We have here our counselor. I'm sure they have your contacts. So everything you need to know about figures, about places, about everything, they will give it to you in writing, of course. But it was my mistake. We should have introduced all together, so maybe we can do it now. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Eoghan. I'm from Riga, from Latvia, from the newspaper here.
Right.
My name is Constantin Apostol, I'm from Hungary, from the Business Weekly HVG. It means the weekly world economy.
My name is Louis Fernie, I'm from the Sunday Independent from Ireland.
Škana Žin, RTV Slovenija, public broadcasting.
Eurocall Slovenian Presidency.
Eurocall is Belo Slovenija.
Malcolm Betsabuja Journal in Latvia.
Jens Wickman is newspaper Latvia, Sibiu, Latvia.
Stephen Collins from the Irish Times now.
Nick Thorpe, the BBC Central and Eastern Europe person. Norbert Wallet, Stuttgarter Nachrichten in Berlin.
Maurice Magath from the Jeudi in Luxembourg.
Erik Hamers, Luxemburger Rundfunk.
Eoghan Corry, a specialist tourism and aviation writer from Ireland.
Eoghan, Agile Press from Romania.
Constantin Apostol, also from Agile Press, is the news agency from Romania.
Sibiu from Ministry of Tourism, Counselor on International Relations.
Constantin Apostol, Minister of Tourism, Senior Consultant for Department of International Relations. And if I can comment a little bit on statistics, more or less about 2.7 million registered visitors. However, we have around registered foreign visitors. However, the real number is probably much higher because there are different ways to count them. For example, Bulgaria count them in a different way. If we had counted the same way they did, probably we would have reached 3 times more. Top 3 are Germany, Israel, and Italy. More or less, we have 8 or 10 target market. Along these 3, we are focusing our promotion strategies and activities also to France, Germany, UK, Hungary, Spain, Poland, US, and as emerging markets, obviously China, Gulf countries, and Japan. If you need much more figures and also things like competitive advantages, major tourist attraction, you can find some things in the brochures you have in your pockets, and also you can send me an email. I will give you my address, and you can I will reply to your specific answers, these specific questions.
That's why we have them here.
My name is Eoghan. I'm from the Department of Marketing and Promotion here in tourism, and I shall join on this trip to very short trip to the Delta. And I welcome you to a very wild area. You will never be able to see in some other part of the world. It's the only delta which helps Romania to grow as territory each year. And Romania is the only European country whose territory is growing a few centimeters every year due to the contribution of the Danube Delta. There are a lot of wild animals in the Danube Delta, and with a real labyrinth, like in the mythology, in the Greek mythology, you can get lost there if you are not very aware of the routes inside the Danube Delta.
But we have very good guides there.
Yeah, we should have local guides, because if we use me as a guide in Delta, we should be lost there for a lot of time. But I'm sure that after this trip, we will have a very good position about Romania as a tourist destination, because this is why you are now at the Ministry of Tourism, and you are our guests here. This is our main aim in order to gain our help to promote Danube Delta, because you are focused now, and we are here to focus as on Danube Delta as destination. It's an increasing interest about Romania, especially noticed in the northern part of Europe. Northern countries are very interested about the situation, the international situation on the tourist market, and there is also increasing interest in German countries, German heritage we have here in Romania, and this is also a group of the incoming tourists from these markets. Actually, on the last years, has grown constantly with some few percentages, but the exact figures you shall receive after your visit on a follow-up visit, and we will be very pleased if we will get your support on promoting tourism Romania as a tourism destination. Thank you very much.
And speaking about the Danube Delta, I wanted to tell you that Romania is very active in the Danube strategy, and also we are looking forward for the new EU initiatives which allowed us to and help us along with the riparian countries to get more from new funds in tourism and culture, and to establish business partnership and cooperation between public and private sector, of course. So, any question, if you can?
Eoghan Corry from Ireland. One of the things we've seen emerging is a sort of a European heritage, EU heritage tourism. People go to places like Schengen to see the town where the agreement was signed. Where are you planning to hold council meetings in the various portfolios? And is this done with tourism in mind? Are you holding meetings outside of Bucharest in scenic locations?
Definitely, we are going to do meetings outside of Bucharest, like I mentioned before. I don't have the specific list
I think it
here.
will be in Sibiu. In Sibiu. It's an old German city. It's called Hermannstadt.
Yes.
So the European Council, yes, the informal European Council will take place on May 9 in Sibiu.
Okay.
And the minister you will meet afterwards, Victor Negrescu, can give you much more specific details. More or less, we will have 260 events all over Romania. Most of them are obviously in Bucharest, in the Palace of Parliament, but we have also in Sibiu and other capital cities of the countries. But 260, more or less.
Of course, I am talking just in the name of the Ministry of Tourism, so those are the things that we are doing. But after that, we will have a meeting with the delegate minister for the European affairs, and under his coordination, it will be all this, the whole presidency. So, of course, he can answer you more in other fields, but here just about tourism.
Thank you.
I would have a question about the railways. I know there's a lot of European Union investment in improving the railways. I think the railways have a specific role to play in your tourism strategy, as it develops. And we're here in the Palace of Railways.
Yeah, exactly. That was a small job that I wanted to do. Of course, we are together with the Ministry of Transport in the same building, but not because we are here. We are working very closely with them. Of course, our strategy in tourism is along with all the other ministers, and most importantly with the Minister of Transport, because as we all know, without infrastructure, it is a little bit difficult to build tourism. But they are very supporting, and we are working along with us in all the aspects. Also not in the railway area, but on the airplane area also we are working to open new routes to new destinations along with our Ministry of Transport.
Do you feel a strong conflict between attracting additional tourism to the Delta and the fragile environmental system of the Delta? I mean, you attract more traffic, maybe more pollution, more crowds.
We are very aware that opening this destination more to tourists, it could affect the environment, but our minister that you will meet in the Danube Delta, he used to work in the Ministry of Environment. But not only because of that, we are trying to protect as much as we can the environment, and of course all the projects and all the investments we are doing in those areas, they are very, very under the very restrictive laws. So they cannot just build there, and you cannot just go there randomly. Everything we try to keep it very organized in order not to ruin the environment. It's very important for us also to protect our environment, especially in those protected areas. The Danube Delta is a UNESCO heritage, so we are taking we are very careful with it.
And if I can add a bit more, we are looking forward to our presidency to promote sustainable tourism. Obviously, we will speak with the other United States and ready and try together with them to develop certain more projects within this field of sustainable tourism and reaching that balance, that equilibrium between mass tourism and protect the local nature, the local inhabitants.
Can I ask an additional question?
Yeah.
Can you tell us in how far, to what extent is the delta already negatively affected by environmental effects like pollution or dying out of certain species? Fish, for example.
I believe our minister might give us some details. If he cannot, probably we will have to go much deeper and ask some colleagues from other departments, not from this ministry. And but my guess is that it's not. It's probably a little bit affected, but it's not so strong affected because, like our State Secretary said, Delta is listed as a UNESCO heritage attraction. So we are looking very much. We do all our best endeavors to protect it and not to be affected strongly by poachers, by like more or less you try to suggest.
So we try to protect as much as we can, and of course it's very, very important for us to protect our heritage. You have there in your small package a brochure, a general brochure about Romania that will not give you all the things that you need to know about Romania. There is so much more than that. It's just a preview for the ones that you have never been here before. And of course you have also a map. I'm not sure if you have the time to see it, with some spotlights from Romania. And most important for the journalist is the UCB with all the movies. You have it here. I know it's much practical for you. We didn't want to give you like big brochure because with all the travel from here to there, it's easier to have this.
And of course, if anybody of you would need to take some information in order to use it, we can also send you by email the electronic the brochure in an electronic format. If you would like to just you can just enter the site of the Ministry of Tourism and you can access it in any language, international language. They are there particularly for
No more questions. I'm sure you are very anxious to see more about Romania, not just talking, so I will not keep you any longer. I wish you a very pleasant stay in Romania in this very short period, but we are waiting for you, as I said before, to come back as a tourist and come together with your friends. Enjoy Romania.
Thank you.